More than 60% of born-again Christians in America between the ages of 18 and 39 believe that Buddha, Muhammad, and Jesus are all valid paths to salvation. And over 30% say that they either believe that Jesus sinned just like other people when he was here on earth, or they aren't sure, according to this new study. Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Where do we go from here? Where does it say in the Bible that there is one way to salvation?
Absolutely. Well, just to go ahead and read the verse relevant to that, John 14:6, Jesus says this. He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. And it breaks my heart to hear this. I mean, I'm right in the middle of that age bracket that's being mentioned. And with that being said, I think what's so crazy to me, I grew up in the kind of era of apologetics, you know, where a lot of people were passionate about studying and understanding and research and what's true, what's not true.
Right.
And it's so heartbreaking to see that just fall by the wayside, like all this hard work and people like, well, I don't care. And I think it comes, for a lot of people, I think it comes from maybe what they think is a good place in their heart. They're wanting to be honoring to all people and stuff like that. But there's a couple things that they don't realize. First is that none of these other religions are even claiming the same thing. Most of them don't even believe in salvation, these other religions. So if you were to say, well, if you follow Buddha, then you'll be saved, a Buddhist would say, I didn't ask for that. I wasn't looking for that. It's not what they're interested in. And that's the thing is, I think people are trying to be well-intentioned, well-meaning, but what they don't understand is that's not being all-inclusive, isn't honoring all religions. It's actually an insult to all other religions. To say, oh, everything you guys all believe just boils down to the same essence. No, it doesn't. And that's offensive to all religions, not inclusive of all peoples. And so I think that comes from maybe a good heart, but a big lack of information, a lack of knowledge of what the intricacies are of each of these world religions.
Excellent perspective. Excellent perspective.
Well, you know, I also think also with these dealing with Buddha, a lot of people don't realize Christianity, how much of a gift it is. Whether it's Buddha, whether you're dealing with Krishna, when you deal with all these different types of religions, Islam, they're all works-based. And there's no place that there's a guarantee with any of them.
No.
None of them. There's no place that you'll read in any of their manuscripts or scriptures that you would call them, that there is a place that says, if you do these things, you'll be good. They are all on pins and needles, hoping they did enough, whether it's reaching nirvana or whatever it might be, hoping that they reach that place of where finally I've made it. Hopefully in the next life. Hopefully, I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully I did enough. Christianity, through Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, and life, he makes it very clear. Not only will you know in this life, you will be assured that you are already in heaven as if you're already there. I mean, it's amazing how, you know, the devil uses all these other things to bring obscure things and I'm not sure and all that, but Christianity gives you an blessed assurance.
Blessed assurance.
Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of the glory divine. So we get that when all these other religions don't. And the reason why we're there too is because to some degree, Joel, is that we have not been preaching these things anymore. I'm afraid that the American dream has slipped into the church. And now we're using the gospel as a way to promote my agenda here on earth versus just living a crucified sacrificial life for Jesus Christ.
And you know, we've lost the whole idea of absolute truth.
Without a doubt.
You know, the Word of God, I believe, is still absolute truth.
Absolute
truth. We get these people, well, the Bible. No, the Bible is still godly inspired. It's still God-breathed. And we need to go back to those apologetics, Joe. And yes, people are, well, what if a Muslim comes in your church? Yes, they're going to be offended. We're not there to offend them, but neither are we here to compromise the pure truth. The Word is the pure truth. And they have to come to the same place that we did. Either you believe it or you don't believe it. There's no compromise.
Choose this day whom you will serve.
Right, there's only one way, and Jesus is it.
Yeah. You're not doing anybody any favors by watering down the gospel, watering down the truth.
No, you aren't.
And I think part of that has come with seeker-friendly. I'll let you, I'm sorry, Doc, I want
to. No, I was just going to say that, you know, Jesus said that he was the only way, right? I mean, that's a pretty bold statement to make. You know, that's a pretty, I mean, if you really think about it, that's a pretty arrogant statement to make.
Sure it is.
And but not only did Jesus say that, but Jesus also said he was God, right? And he backed up what he said.
Yeah, hallelujah.
You know, he did miracles, and probably the ultimate miracle that he did was raised from the dead. So when you think about the fact that a guy's going to come on and say he's the only way, man, it's like you said about the thief on the cross, right? That, this guy's Jesus, he's a crook just like me, right? So you got to do something now that makes you, if you're going to make a statement like that, you got to do something that sets you apart from everybody else. And Jesus said, bam, right here. Look at all these miracles that I did. And then the ultimate one where he rose from the dead. So, again, not only did he make these claims, but he backed them up.
And I have to tell you that unlike all of the different religions, we ourselves can be our worst stumbling block. I was 20 years of age, a good, moral young man, grew up in the church. But it wasn't until 20 years of age that I understood what Paul said to that church, that first century church, when he said that it is for by his grace that you and I are saved through faith, that not of ourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast.
Amen.